3, 2, 1, live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now let's get everything set up here and start this in earnest. So let's pop this chat out. Get that set up. That should be the first thing. Copy. And okay, chat is live. Beautiful. And let's get this shared over to the Book of Faces. Okay, close enough. So, good morning. How's everyone doing? Oh, Eileen's over in here. So let's get over to there. Good morning, Eileen. How are we doing today? I am frazzled this week. Last 2 weeks I've been running full throttle, pretty much every day. And need to find a better rig for painting too. Eileen, doing great. I'm in the craft room again. I have energy and motivated. Awesome. That is fantastic to hear. You know, the funny thing about like motivation and stuff, people think you need motivation to get started. And you don't. Motivation is reaction. Motivation is you get motivated once you start moving, most often. A lot of these little clippy things, little butterfly clips or binder clips or whatever the hell they are. Super useful. You ever do anything with fabric or leather? Go to Staples, pick up a ton of these. Super useful. Need to clean up in here a little bit today. Getting some clients to come in. I'm having 2 clients actually come over the house, and one is for a like a super thick leather belt, which I might have enough leather here to do. Oh no. I don't know if I have enough leather here to get it done. Oh darn, I need to order more leather. But that also means more leather for shoes. Nah, it's not long enough either. Like, I have no motivation to do a tumbler right now, but I'm making my wooden earrings right now. Ooh, wooden earrings. That's cool. So this week has been a lot. Trying to get everything ready for the church to have the floors poured and get everything prepped. Which also means, I had to speed through and finish the rest of the electrical in the main building, or in the main part of the building, and I need to finish those frames because the client's coming to pick those up on Tuesday night, and I'm off tomorrow. Just a lot. Let's see, I think right now it's the small wooden rounds, but I have a teardrop and long rectangles. I would love to see how those start turning out for you. I need to start doing more women's jewelry and stuff. Last craft fair I only had a few pieces, and it's one of those things that needs to get addressed. So yeah, the client's coming at around 11 today. See, I posted something to Knightsmith Facebook this morning. Let's go check it out. And my post this morning didn't. Didn't post. This computer's starting to get a little wonky. Let's go over to my phone. Use that. Oh wow, those are cool, Eileen. Yeah, definitely approve that. Those are super cool. I like the blue ones. So it looks like nothing's posting from my computer to the Facebook group. That's nice. I've been doing three pairs of the same design, so I have stock to bring to the craft fair. That's great. It's definitely, it's always better to match or batch things out as much as you can. And I have a text message. What is going on today? Ooh. Very nice. I'm guessing that's all like Luan plywood or something that's being used. And that's cool that I can see myself in the background of your photo. That's funny. But yeah, so there's been a lot going on, and I think 25 picture frames is kind of where I need to draw my limit. Well, 24. 25 picture frames is going to be my maximum, I think, from here on out, because this is just a lot. And I think I should do maybe do a breakdown video on those picture frames before when they're finished. I still need to find somewhere that I can get like glazing points or little brackets or whatever that go behind that hold the stuff together. Eileen, I think that is the wood. The order my blanks from Mr. Peacock's wood cutouts. 20 pairs of the rounds for $5 a bag. So $8 makes up. The picture frames look amazing. Thank you. They are a thorn in my side. I have so much time and money invested in those things right now. I cannot wait until she comes up and pays me and picks them up. Like, they are, it's been quite overwhelming, to say the least. Yeah, so Facebook won't let me post the video to the group, so if someone could do that for me, I would much appreciate that. But yeah, they are so like the breakdown is something like this. It's $200 of wood. I use poplar. There is $250 in glass, 70 some dollars in wood, or sorry, 76 or just under $80 in paint. And then I also had to buy a $300 router lift to actually make that whole thing work, and spend the time to make the router fence before I could start doing any of it. So at the end of it, I'm making like $250 total. So it's a long walk for a small drink of water. What the hell was that? Someone just came and scratched my window on the second floor. Bizarre. But so yeah, the breakdown on the frames is it's a fascinating case study. Well, we'll say it as that. But it's not like I haven't had, other successes. It's just those frames have taken a lot of time and a lot of resources to get to that point, and they're still not finished. But for the client, per frame, it breaks down to like $35 a piece. So I mean, it's not too bad. But once I get rid of those, I have another large order to take care of. I have those fry holders to take care of, which is going to be, that's another giant batch order. So I think 12 of those, or 20 of those. I have it written down. And then I have an axe and belt combo today. It's gonna be a fake axe, so I'm gonna try some like ultra chrome stuff. To make so they want the axe to be wooden, solid wood. So I'm thinking like ultra chrome or something. Let me see if that's actually a thing. Now they do have different chrome and metallic spray paints. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Mirror. Let's see what that is. From Culture Hustle, liberating color since 2016. Mirror, the world's mirroriest mirror chrome paint. $40. Let's see. Unlike our other materials, this paint is solvent-based, so please use in a well-ventilated area. Clean your brushes with white spirits or turpentine, not with water. Use good soft synthetic brush. Seal porous surfaces. PVA is good, which is PVA is a polyvinyl acetate. It's the most common type of. It's like white glue. You can spray with an airbrush, but make sure you have a mask on. The fumes aren't friendly. Keep away from kids and animals. Don't get in your eye. It doesn't dry quite the same as the paints you're used to. Make sure to let it dry for 24 hours in cool, well-ventilated areas for 24 hours before touching it. All right, so interesting. Let's see what extreme chrome looks like from the Eastwood Company. Extreme chrome bonded powder. Alright, so that's a powder agent. We can't use that in the shop because I don't have the equipment for that. And then there's duplicolor chrome and Rust-Oleum chrome. $61 for the duplicolor chrome. Oh, that's a 6-pack. So a 2-pack is $30. So it's like $16 a piece. 15, 16 bucks a piece. That's normal. So I mean, what I'm seeing here is it all comes down to surface prep. With everything. So, see, this one being sold on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure I could just get this at like Home Depot or Lowe's or something. Does this need a primer first? No, it's silver more than chrome. Well, a lot of these answers are not painted as paint a great. Can I put a clear coat over this? Yes, but do not use a clear coat if exhaust pipes or engine parts. Prep is key. I painted over badly. Painted chrome bumper. Went over it with rust with 120 grit and worked my way up to 400. Gave the bumper a good wash and wiped it down with acetone before hitting the paint. Did 2 coats, with the second coat leaving a heavy one. Let dry for a week before I even touched it. I'm really happy. Let's see what customer photos look like. Did a pretty good job. And the second, not chrome, but looks good. Second one, not good. I tried to do a guitar using this project. The first attempt failed because it never dried. Second attempt failed because the surface wasn't smooth. Third attempt because this stuff sucks. Next review, don't waste your time with this product. 1 star. Not happy. And then one after that, works great. 1 person found this helpful. Alright, so, we're not going to do duplichrome. See what the Rust-Oleum finish. So, dry time till tack free, 1 hour, coverage 4 to 6 square feet. That should be more than enough. Solvent based. Paint and primer surface material, metal, paper, plastic, and wood. So I'm going to have to paint this with something first to prime it, or use a primer with it first. That's okay. Let's see. Sounds awesome. Yeah, so the good thing is I have a lot of work lined up. Good morning, Alan. How are we doing today? The bad news is everything kind of hit all this week. So I'm not going to be able to do, even though I'm seeing, I saw one client yesterday, I'm seeing another one this morning. I'm not going to be able to even touch their projects till next week. And I'm going to need to fire up the forge soon to get some other projects done for the church itself, which we're going to be scrambling this week. So Tuesday is going to be all frames. Hopefully finish those up and get those pushed out the door, because she's coming Tuesday night, which, as long as my paint job did well, which it better have, all I have to do is clean the glass, install the glass, cut the backer board, put the backer board on, either buy or make clips for it, and then get all the hanging wires and find some way to package them, because they're rather large. I think I'm going to use old diaper, the cardboard for old diaper boxes. Should be able to fit like 8 in one of those, I think. So 8, 16, 24. So yeah, so I need to get 3, find 3 of my old diaper boxes lying around, which I'm sure I have somewhere. And then get those set up. And I think get like a piece of cardboard or something in between each one. So boom, 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 boom. And I think that should do it pretty well. And let's see, for next week I need to do, after I'm done with all that, I need to fire up the forge and get, see, I need 2 U-hooks. I might as well make 4 for the, to hang more wire. And then I need, let's see, there's 6, 12, so I need to make 24 curtain rod hangers on Tuesday, early Wednesday. And then Wednesday afternoon I need to get, I'm going to hand that off to somebody, so they're going to get those and hang all that up while run around with it like a chicken with my head cut off and try and finish the ramp, because apparently there's a music video being shot in the church on Saturday. So a lot of work to do, and not a lot of time to do it in. Sounds like Connor's throwing a right fit out there. So, yeah, this week has been insane. Trying to get everything done and ready. It definitely sounds like it. Yeah, but fingers crossed, after this week, everything should mellow out again, because time to get myself some coffee. Yeah, I'm actually drinking some Black and Brass this morning, Highland Roast. One of my absolute favorite cups of coffee. They should definitely sponsor this show. Just saying. If they're watching, or if anyone knows somebody who, from their thing, I think they're based in Hazleton, let them know. I do a show about drinking coffee and talking bullshit every Wednesday, or every Sunday. I'm currently in the market for that computer, because clearly this one's starting to go the way of the dinosaur, unfortunately. It was like $1,000 or $1,200, and this thing lasted for 4 years, 5 years. That's pretty good for a laptop. I mean, it's still functional. I'm sure if I do a factory reset on it, because I just replaced the battery, should do pretty well still for some time. But yeah, after this week, I have that axe and that thing to do. Good old Folgers for me. Hey, nothing wrong with a good old reliable. Folgers and Maxwell House are they make a decent brew. What is that? Oh, brushes. But yeah, after next week, my time should free up considerably for some time. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice to have a little breathing room again. I don't get that too often. Oh boy. Yeah, so I need to get through this week, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Eileen, I think I'm going to pull the trigger next month and get that laser engraver X tool. I've been tossing it back and forth. But to have engraved the tumblers and cut and engrave wood would help me out. Yeah, I think that might. See, I want to save my money and just go straight for the. Ideally, I'd like to save the money and just go straight for the X-Carve, but I think I might have to hang out on that for a little bit and wait. That's a pretty big trigger to pull, and I'm getting enough money now where it might almost be better for me to get the CNC, the X-Carve, because once I get done and paid in full with this electrical job, I think the X-Carve would be the next thing for me to do to get to batch out products, do signs and stuff, and cut out like because I'm going to be getting a computer soon. So but I need to see if I'm almost certain that the X-Carve needs continuous internet. So if I have to have an internet connection at the shop, I can't even think about getting that until they have internet, if they're ever getting internet. I don't know if they are or not. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that are still up in the air on the X-Carve and the Glowforge. I think those might even end up getting pushed back to next year, just with how, or later this winter, just with how crazy everything is right now, and how many jobs I have and how expensive those are. So because that laser tool is what, like $1,200. The X-Carve is like $2,500. The Glowforge is like $6,000. So all of those are a little bit out of my price range right now. Well, they're not out of my price range, but they're not the highest priority. Yeah. And I still need to make shoes. That's probably going to be on the priority list very soon. Shoes. Because my sneakers are just about dead. And, yeah. The good thing is I have those like slippers or whatever I made when I had COVID, and those are still holding up very nicely. I've actually worn those to the shop the last several days because they're closed-toed. They work. Eileen, yeah, it's about that. It's something I just keep coming back to. It's a big purchase, and I don't need a Glowforge at this point, but I want something. Well, here's the great thing. If that X tool is everything they say it is, you should be able to make your money back on it within a few months, 6 months or something. 3 to 6 months, you should be able to make your money back on it, if you're consistent with it, and after you pass the learning curve. And you could still keep that and get a Glowforge in the future. It's not like it's going to go away. So. And throughout all that time, you have no idea how where your business is gonna end up taking you. So it might even be better to get the cheaper option now, just so you have that second set of hands in the shop, because that could be sitting there fabricating stuff while you are finishing. And I mean, if it maths out and you get the plywood, the right size plywoods for it to cut through, like just for those earrings, you could be doing all, you could have that, cutting your earring blanks out while you are finishing everything. And you said it was like $8 or something for a pack. Let's see. 20 pairs of rounds that are $5. So I mean, that might work out to, you get 40 pairs for $4. Now, you know what? If you can sell them, boom, done. So it also, if you don't have the motivation to sit down and finish things, you might still have the motivation to go in, put a sheet in, hit start, and then walk away. And then maybe go do dishes, or go cook dinner, or whatever. And then when you're done, come back, clean it out, put the next sheet in, click go, and walk away. So, it could be an invaluable tool. Once you get it set up and figured out. Because I know there's going to be settings that have to get dialed in, how strong the laser is, has to fire to either engrave or cut the wood or the tumblers or whatever. So, and maybe that would be something that's helpful for me here, just so I could have it as a second set of hands, just cutting out blanks of leather. I mean, I have this big window here. I can stick the exhaust right in that. Block off the rest of it. Maybe even make a sign that says Knightsmith with the exhaust on the one side. Get it painted up nice and put that in the window. That also means I'd need to clean up this whole doom pile, which, let's be honest, I've been trying to get this room cleaned up for what, 4 months, 6 months? Haven't made much progress. I mean, I've made some. Let's be fair to me. I've made some progress, but not enough. Not enough to keep me happy. But I'm sure once this week is over, this coming week is over, I have a few house projects I need to do, and then I think once I do the couch table, which that's going to be a cool little project because it's going to involve insetting wireless chargers and a power strip and some lights on, like little architect's lamps basically. Once I get that done, that'll be a cool little project to show off, and it'll make the wife happy, which is kind of important for the continued existence of Knightsmith, because she is still bankrolling the company to a large extent. No matter how much money I'm making, she's still bankrolling it. So if I can do that, that'll be like a 2-day project, and then I can work on doing this guy, the leather bench, which will then free up a ton of space over here, and then I can start whittling on that pile, and then get my sewing station set up. because slowly but surely I am going feral. In so much of, at least, of how I dress. I'm probably going to be, at the same time I'm going to be making that belt for this client coming up, I'm probably also going to make a spotter on for myself. And then after that, I'm going to make another pair of shoes, because I've been wearing the shoes I made myself for several days this last week, and the more and more my sneakers degrade, the more and more I'm probably just going to end up making my own shoes from here on out. And then after I start making my own shoes and I start wearing kilts, then I'm probably going to start just making all my own clothes for the most part. So that's going to require me having a sewing machine. I have the sewing machine, I just don't have it set up because I don't have a table for it. So, but all this is coming along. And once I get the sewing machine set up and proper, cool thing is, I bought a heavy-duty sewing machine. And the reason for that is it can sew leather. So I'm not sure what thickness of leather I can sew with it at this point. I need to do a little bit more research on that. So I'm sure I can't do like heavy projects or heavy leather, you know. But if I can do things like even sew on do the internal T-pockets on my wallets, because, you know, you have a T-slot, so this is basically just, it looks like a thong back. So you have this, and then there's a piece that's in here that's sewn. So even if I can just get these glued down and just sew those guys, you know, melt the threads, because they're not even seen anyways. Just even doing that, you know, run off 30 wallets real quick. So it'd be 60 of those, which is an obnoxious amount of just hand stitching, punch, stitch, punch, stitch, punch, stitch. So getting those batched out and finished would be great. But it's all about not convenience, but the ability to batch things out. So, you know, that X tool is the same way. It's second set of hands. It's a way to repeatedly batch things out. Alan, sounds like my garage trying to get that cleaned up since Becca moved out. Oh well, I'm glad she moved out, and you have the ability to start cleaning that up and getting that together for yourselves. But it's just it's one thing at a time, basically. And I know once I do one, then a lot of the other stuff is going to fall in place. It's just I need to sit down and get it done. So after this week, I think I'm going to do a couple house projects. I'm probably going to do that couch table and this guy. And the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to do the couch table out of plywood, at least mostly out of plywood. I was thinking about doing it out of hardwood or doing it out of pine. You know, I don't know. I don't remember the length of the couch, but I think it's something like 10 foot. Do I have I should have a tape measure in here somewhere. Yeah. But once I get those two projects done, that'll get this area cleaned up, and then that'll also give me enough space to get a new computer in here, because I'm intending on getting a larger monitor, and then the computer's going to live down here. The computer's actually going to live under the desk, because there's more than enough space down there for it, you know. But that's assuming I get everything out of here first. And sometimes that's a big ask. But it'll be good to have this nice little bench here. That's just leather stuff. All the leather stuff will be, you know, up and, where I need it. Alan, linen breathes very well. Yes. So linen, while it's not a high-tech fabric, it is definitely a good fabric to use, and it could easily replace a lot of my Under Armour shirts. So either, I could do a bunch of sleeveless shirts, which will be a quick, easy couple projects to work on. And then I could sit down and dye it and embroider it and everything else. So I could actually, instead of having their logo on my chest, I could have my logo on my chest. Chest and back. So it's one of those things that I need to look at and just get my hands on and play with. This kind of seems to be like the running theme of my life. I just need to get the material, then I can do it. Play with it for a little bit, then I can just run. So once I get, that and this done, I think this room will come together rather quickly after that. Because, there's a lot of storage in here. It's just everything's piled on top of everything. So once I get this new table in here, it'll free up a lot of space, and I can breathe. And then this table here can just be for computer work and for stuff. Things and stuff. Stuff and things. It'll be just computer stuff here, and that'll make life so much nicer. I'm thinking about even maybe making a second set of shelves here, just so I could start putting stuff away a little bit better. Oh wow, we're running up on an hour. So I think my game plan for today, guys, is to, because we the wife went to a secondhand shop, basically, or an antique store, and bought a bunch of bookshelves. They're closing down. The guy's moving to Florida. Great for him. She bought a bunch of bookshelves. So I think I'm gonna clear out all the books that we have out there and put them on the new bookshelves, and then I have a whole box of video games and DVDs sitting behind me. Two boxes of video games and DVDs, actually, that I can easily clear out of here, and that'll just give me a little bit more breathing space. So I think that's what I'm going to do after we close out today. What do you guys think? And what do you guys have planned for this weekend? I didn't ask that yet. So Eileen, Alan, what do you guys have any plans for this weekend or Monday? Boy. Thankfully, this coffee is starting to kick in a little bit. I'm starting to wake up. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually starting to have coherent thoughts. Sam, sounds like the project we've been working on here, rehoming all the books and making a kids' room for all their books and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely something that needs to happen, because organization is not our strong suit. So now that we have the bookshelves and stuff, once I can start organizing things, this will start coming together, and also, Connor's gonna have access to his books on his own bookshelves, which will be nice. So they're also not hanging out all over the place. Eileen, no, I'm off, so I'm working in the craft room. Rich sits for the written test for the police, so we're stressing. Whoa, Rich is becoming a cop. I did not see that one coming. Wow. We need to talk more often, Eileen. So, yeah, I think once I get some of those things put away, and get those books put away, and we also have another huge box of books up in the up in storage upstairs. Then I could take some of this stuff out of here and put it in storage upstairs, and then, you know, start shuffling things around and getting things good. So, you know, maybe things will start working out a little bit better. And then also, you know, and I know what I said this morning, that motivation follows movement, and movement doesn't follow motivation. However, I find it's a lot easier to get that movement and that motivation if I'm starting off in a clean room. Eileen, yeah, he has been working out to get into better shape, needs a change in life, and this is what he wants to do. If he passes the written test, the physical test is next, and the background after that. Good for him. Hey, at the very least, he's gotten into better shape. And I'm sure that means his health has improved, his mood's improved, and blah, 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 blah. So, even if he fails, he still succeeded. And, hey, good for him. And Rich, if you're watching, I'm proud of you, buddy. Chase your dreams. Alan, and you know people that make woven trim as well. Yes, I do. So, I might have to tap into you guys. So, Eileen, hopefully the Academy in January, February. Beautiful. So, yeah, I'm going to start moving and grooving here very soon. And more text messages. A lot more text messages. Holy shit. Rich lost a person. He's like way less than half the size of when you guys moved out there. My God. Wow. Good for you, Rich. I'm proud of you. And Alan took Ellie fishing yesterday. She caught the biggest fish of the day. That's great. I saw that picture on Facebook, man. That was fantastic. That's great. Wow, I can't believe how much weight. Yeah, take her fishing. Do all the things with Ellie, because it's important. It's important that little bean knows all this stuff. And that's awesome, Ellie. Yeah, right? Now, where'd you take her fishing? Just in the creek behind your house, or did you go to a stream or something? I actually spent my Saturday putting hopefully a final coat of paint on those frames, and cleaning the house. So. But yeah, I'm actually excited to start getting things pulled together around this house. Getting all the books put away, and then, you know, getting all this stuff put away. That'll make me happy. And it sounds like little man has been a handful for Mick for the last hour. So. All right, guys, but that's we're rounding up on our hour now. So if you guys like this comment or like this content, go hit like, comment. If you still have more stuff to say, in the comment section down below, and definitely subscribe, because big stuff is coming. I actually have 2 videos. I've been coughing like this since yesterday. I need to find a better system for painting. I really do. But I have 2 videos to upload. One is tempering some steel, and one is just my method. One of my methods for bulk sanding. Sanding multiple pieces, back to back to back to back to back. And kind of how I keep stuff. So hit that subscribe. You'll see those videos pop up within the next week or two, because I'm gonna schedule them to upload on Fridays. They're not heavily produced videos and stuff. But that's one thing that needs to get uploaded, and so those are going to be coming. And if you guys like to support the channel, go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith. Even $1 a month helps. Let's see. Alan, have to figure out what I'm doing with my raffle win from the company barbecue. It's an acrylic two shelf lockbox. Very cool. And Sam, glad I was able to drop in for a few. Hope you guys get hope we get a chance to see you guys soon. I hope so too. It's been what, 4 years since we've seen you guys last. It's due for a hangout day, even going out for like lunch or something. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Hopefully I should see you next weekend. Yeah, and thank you for helping me. Stumbling over my words. Thank you for helping me make this world better, one kerf at a time. I'll see y'all next week.